In this tutorial video, I'm going to show you how to use Microsoft Publisher in order to make professional looking posters. When you first open up Microsoft Publisher, you'll come to a screen that looks similar to this. You'll see the first thing you can select are just blank pages that will allow you to customize it from scratch. A lot of people prefer to do that. Or you can scroll down here to some different templates. Let's say I wanted to do a template on advertising. So here are some different choices that I have. You'll see it gives me a lot of different choices, but I'm just going to focus on these two are my favorite, the Bring In and Works. So if I go ahead and double click on Works, it brings this poster up that is similar to something that I would want. Now notice you're going to change all of the words, and you can even delete anything that's on here. It's just giving you ideas. So for example, where it's saying attention grabber, it's wanting you to change those words to something that would grab somebody's attention. So if I was making a poster about voting, I could put Vote 2012 to try to encourage people to vote. And then down here, maybe I could list all the different people that are running. And then over here, I could type in why you would need to vote. And this picture obviously wouldn't go with mine, so what I can do is click on up here where it says picture, and it will allow me to choose my own picture. So I'm going to go to images, and here I have some of my own. It's popped up way too big, so I'm going to resize it. I'm going to delete the airplane picture and put mine there instead. Again, I don't have to put it right there. I can move it wherever I wanted. Okay, I can go back up here to the Home tab and insert another picture if I'd like. I have one more voting picture that I wanted to use. It's one that says Vote Smart. So I'm going to go ahead and balance it by putting it down here at the bottom left. Now let's say my organization doesn't really exactly have a name. I could just click on that and delete it. And that will give me more room to describe why I think people should vote. And then for example, right here it says list the hours and time of date of your event. I could list the hours that people typically can vote and where they can vote. Or again, I can just delete the whole thing. And that'll just make more room for me to type up here. You'll see the more I type, the smaller the text gets. Or I can just increase the size. Some other parts of Microsoft Publisher that you might find important are this right here where it says Draw Text Box. Especially if you're starting from scratch, you'll need to click on Draw Text Box, and that will just allow you to insert a box that you can type into. And of course, you can change everything the way you can in any other Microsoft product by just choosing Format, and it will allow you to change the font, the size, all of that stuff. You can go back to Home, which is where you're going to spend a majority of your time. So we talked about what Draw Text Box does. We talked about pictures. You probably won't use a table if you're making an advertisement. But there's also this for shapes right here. So let's say you really wanted to draw special attention here. So you could insert your arrow right here, maybe if I just want to draw special attention to it. I can always fill the shape with a different color if I want to. If I wanted to make it yellow, you can always do different options like that. Again, you just go back to Home and you'll be able to see everything else that you were at the beginning. That should cover most everything that you would want to do in Microsoft Publisher, but again, if there's something else that you want that is not available, you can just use these tabs up top here to find things. For example, if you're wanting to add something, typically Insert is where you're going to add all kinds of different things. You'll see I didn't go over word art, which you're probably familiar with. I didn't go over borders, But all of those things are here under the insert part. The other part that you'll probably want to use is format. That'll allow you to change the looks of things, and possibly page design if you really want to get into detail about the different colors. But that's a brief overview of what Microsoft Publisher is and how you can use it to create and